WRTR Real Talk Radio.
All right. And just like that, we are black and we are back. Just like them sores on your mouth. It's WRTR Real Talk Radio. Your boy, Margaret Smoot.
It's your girl, Miss Lyric Bravado.
That would be when you come.
I think we might have lost Tigger Man.
How?
I'm back.
That's all right. There he go.
All right.
I think I accidentally hung it up.
Uh-huh. All right. And just like that.
Shenanigans already.
I know. It's just weird. For those of y'all that are first-time listeners of the show, welcome aboard. This is a little web show we call WRTR Real Talk Radio, established in Washington, D.C., WRTR, Washington's Real Talk Radio. So that is who we are. My name is Marcus Smoot. I am out of Baltimore, Maryland, just chilling, living, breathing, being black. That's what I do.
All right.
And
this is Miss Lyric Bravado. I am out of not telling because stalkers. Okay.
Oh.
But I am in the DMV area as well. Just been chilling, looking forward to getting back to you good people.
Listen.
So I can drop some lessons off.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of you all have still been messaging me, and I'm ready to read some of these juicy stories.
Listen, we got a few coming up, and can we introduce our third co-host?
And this your boy, Tigger Man.
Oh.
Straight out of PC County, Maryland.
All
What's
right.
up?
And your segment that you typically do?
The tea with the boy, Tigger Man.
Oh, can you make it sound a little less perverted?
I mean, hey.
Ugh. Like you sound like you touch children or something. Anyways. So, I guess one of the biggest questions that we've been getting since we've been gone is where have y'all been? What's been going on? When's the show coming back? Can I be on your show? More often than not. And, they just want to know the reasons that we've been gone. I know for me, I turned 40. Shit went left. Anyways, but, 40, changing studios. I moved to Baltimore. We got new booze. We got new lives. We got new jobs. It's a whole lot of going on. And we didn't actually have always the time to, just be able to check in with you guys. But we back. And like Miss Lyric said, we gonna spice up your life or F it up, depending on how you look it up.
You already know.
So let's kick this thing off. Wishing all of you, since it's the end of Pride Month, let's just go ahead and wrap it up and wish you all a happy Pride Month. For everybody that celebrated, those supporters, those whomever you are. Whew, if you're those that are scared to come out, if you lost clothes ones by coming out, if you can't come out, if you're unaware, if there is equality in the gender, like all of the people, all the supporters, everybody, happy Pride. So there you go.
All right now.
And that will kick us into our Real Talk segment, which we will talking about a little bit later. Talking about since it's Pride Month, I wanted to talk a little bit about gay clubs and how women feel like, they're not welcome there, or at least a couple of them that I've spoken to recently. So, anywho, moving right along into the shenanigans. Lyric. I thought about this.
Yeah.
I saw this and I thought about you.
Okay.
Okay. Only because I could hear you laughing, like in my head, like your laughter, I could hear it in my head. All right, so a man, you said what?
Here he goes. He's starting already.
Mm-hmm. All right, so a man faked his own death and surprised his mourning guests by entering a funeral home via helicopter. TikTok creator David Barton orchestrated a stunt with his wife and children to track his family, or trick his family and his friends into thinking that he had passed away. According to the man, he wanted to teach his nearest and dearest a lesson about staying in touch. So basically, he got all of these people together. They're all at this funeral mourning his death. You know, they about to lower the casket and all this other stuff. And then his ass come popping up out of a helicopter talking about, ha, gotcha. What? Can we
First
just...
of all, necessarily laugh at that. I feel away because, especially if I'm one of those people who actually keep up with you,
right?
And you play with me like that. The next time you cry wolf, I'm gonna be like, keep playing.
What?
Keep playing.
Right. You see his actual body. You see his actual body in the casket, and you kick it like, get up, nigga.
First of all, he gonna really be dead with a couple people that I know because we gonna shoot first and ask questions later. Basically. Then you gonna be in that casket for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
I can see why he did it.
Zombie apocalypse.
I understand why he did it.
Why?
Yeah, I understand why. I get why he did do that, because of those family members that don't keep in contact at all. Yeah. I would say I'm like one of those. I hate to say this, but I'm like one of those family members that don't really be reaching out to family as I should be. They make those out to me, but I rarely do that. I do that with. I don't do that with anybody, even with friends. Come on, you know that, Marcus. You reach out to me more than I reach out to you, right?
I think we all do that, though. Like we all are guilty of doing that because let's be real. Sometimes it's not on purpose.
Yeah, I mean,
but the thing is,
life happens.
That's one thing, though. You should not play with that.
That's true. Life do be life enough.
And you gotta watch what you put in the universe because you speak that one it's a little too soon. It could spin the block. You know what I'm saying? The power of the tongue.
That is true.
Yeah,
that's true. That is crazy.
So you gotta watch. You can't be doing stuff like that. That's why another thing that I hate. What? I hate when social media fake celebrities' deaths and stuff and gets everybody all in a tussle about, oh my God, this person died. They just did that to one of the Avengers.
Oh God.
If I'm not mistaken.
The internet didn't kill them
They
all.
said he died. People that made videos crying, wearing his little uniform. And he ain't even dead.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Wow. But I think now, well, at least in 2023, I think it's a little bit harder, not a whole lot, but I think it's a little bit harder to kind of fake deaths and put up satire information, but only because now, Twitter, well, not Twitter, but I know Instagram and Facebook will put up that disclaimer, hey, this may come from an uncredible source, or this may not be actually true, or something like that, so... I know
it depends on who it is. Tyler Perry also, a couple months ago, one of his actors, somebody said that she died. And he had to literally get on Twitter and Instagram and say, I just talked to her. She's fine. I wish you guys would stop spreading this. So that's not necessarily true. They pick and choose who they use that fact check on.
That's true. What's it called? The gospel singer.
Yeah.
Pamela. That's her, that Pamela. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was her that heard that about. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
She is alive and well.
Alive and well. And he called her and she was like, what?
Yeah.
That is crazy. But another thing about that whole situation.
What?
If he pulls up in the helicopter at a funeral home, was it an open casket or was it a closed casket?
It was closed casket, and he pulled up. It was outside. They were actually at the burial site, so I guess they had already had the funeral. And
down to the funeral.
Right.
That's crazy.
Now it would have been funnier if he had pulled that shit down that repass.
You said down the repass.
And came and been like, somebody gonna fix my plate. Now I probably would laugh at that. That's something.
Wow.
That's something.
I would have fell out.
Hey, let me get that mac and cheese.
Right.
They would have been like, the hell.
All right. So moving right along, like one of the things that we are going to be doing differently is in this part of the show, aside from talking about, our little trending topics and stuff, we are also going to tell you, we're going to get into this segment that I like to call Urban Legends. And this is where we debunk those urban legends that you've been telling yourself for years, stuff that your family done told you. We're going to actually debunk it. So, and I mean, I'm talking about urban legends, not like, Bloody Mary, 5 times in the mirror. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about like the urban legends, like, for example, today's thing. It's been said forever that if you fart in somebody's face, you gonna get pink eye.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
And
I'm done.
I mean, it's.
On that note, I'm done.
No, I'm serious. It's been said, and we have all heard it. Don't fart on my pillow because you're going to get pink eye or something. Or you walk into a bathroom and you be like, it was a little strong in there. I'm worried about whether or not I get pink eye and all this shit. And we've heard of this. So,
I mean, I can't comment because I'm in the healthcare field. So I already knew that was on some bullshit.
But
I know a lot of stuff that people think that, you can catch or is to be true that is really not true.
Right.
So,
well,
I don't know why. First of all, who's the first person? I want to know who is the first person who said, "Oh my gosh, you just farted in my face.
I'm going to get pink eye."
Get pink eye. Like, I wonder what that person looked like, what they was doing at the time. Like,
I don't know who the first person was, but I can tell you who the most recent was for me to ask the question. It was me because I was at the doctor's office and I was sitting there and I'm sitting there watching TikTok videos waiting for the doctor to come in, this, that, and the third. Came across a TikTok video where somebody had farted in somebody else's pillow. And the person was like really mad, storming off, talking about, and I slept on that all night, and I'm gonna get pink eye, and blah blah blah. So when my doctor came in, of course, I asked the question. I was like, so I have a random question, and she was like, and I was like, so I'm not trying to sound dumb, but can you get pink eye from farting in somebody's face? And the way she laughed at me, I felt so embarrassed. But, I mean, I got my question, and the actual technical answer is, listen, legends in the age of butt eating, groceries, etc., people have gotten this idea that you can get pink eye from farts or fecal matter. Now, this is a popular myth amongst school-age pranksters that basically like will fart on people's stuff, put it in their face and stuff, and then of course it came around from children getting pink eye in school, and that seemed to be the only anomaly at the time. It was like, well, pink eye must come from farts because you remember everybody was sitting there putting that fart pillow in everybody else's face, and then as a result, now everybody got pink eye, blah blah blah. That's kind of actually where the rumor came from. Questions? Comments?
I guess.
No comments, Miss Lyric?
Obviously not.
Okay. Well. Actually, I'm not even going to talk about that. When we come back, we're going to have Miss Lyric with Lyric's Lessons. And that will be right when we come back, right after this.
Pull up a seat for Lyrics Lessons on WRTR, Real Talk Radio, at Lyric Bravado on Twitter.
All right, Miss Lyric, take it away.
Hey y'all, this your girl Miss Lyric, and I'm back with a segment 2023 edition of Lyrics Lessons, where I give my 2 cents about your situationships, friendships, relationships, and all of that other good stuff.
All right.
I have 2 juicy stories that I'm going to read today, and I'm going to give my advice on it.
And I have actually
right.
2 for you also that I pulled.
Oh, good Lord. All right. So they're pretty lengthy.
Okay.
I'll try to shorten them as much as I can. All right. It says, Dear Larry, I knew my husband had been having an affair, but not with who. We're in the process of getting a divorce right now. During a fight, he let it slip that he's been sleeping with Gabby, the wife of a mutual friend. He went utterly pale after he said her name and begged me not to tell anyone. I asked him to leave. I don't know what to do. Gabby has been so supportive when I have vomited all of my emotional distress over the divorce. Now I know that she's the one who's been sleeping with my husband, while she sat there with a smile on her face, internally laughing at me while I broke down in tears. If I am in the same room with her, I might rip her eyes out with my bare hands. Then there's the issue of her husband. Damn. He is a good man and a good friend. He doesn't deserve to be made a fool. I would want someone to tell me face to face rather than find out like I did. I haven't told anyone yet. I need some outside perspective here. Not her playing in your face while you was telling your business to her. See, this happens a lot more than what people realize. It's usually the person that's closest.
True.
That's doing the creeping. Wow, that's wild. First of all, you're going to need some therapy. So make sure you get that.
Absolutely.
Because that's wild.
And
make sure you get yourself a good divorce lawyer. And then I would definitely tell the husband. Because no, he needs to know. Everybody's going to be in the know.
You don't think that's kind of invasive, though?
No, it is not.
Okay.
No, it is not. Okay. Absolutely not.
Okay.
And to be honest with you, who's to say he could have gave her something if they're having sex unprotected, if you taking it back to your husband and you bring it back to her, no.
That's true.
Gonna know.
That's true.
Everybody's gonna know.
And you know what? There's a big old billboard sign as you come into Baltimore that says gonorrhea alert.
Yeah. First of all, there's bigger things than gonorrhea.
No, it is.
That people seem to have forgotten about because COVID hit.
Yeah.
HIV and AIDS is still a real thing. I don't know why people acting like it's not. It definitely is. Everybody needs to be told, period. I would definitely start with that. If you don't feel comfortable talking with him face to face, send him an anonymous email. Girl, just tell it. Tell all of the business. And let the cards fall where they may.
Start the email. Hey girl, so this is what's going on.
Yeah. Because absolutely not. You're not gonna play with me. You're not gonna play with me in my face. Let's start there. So all parties need to be involved.
All right, you want to interject with one of mine real quick?
Sure.
Dear Lyric, I know y'all get a lot of these, so I'll keep it cute. I'm a 28-year-old female. I don't want a man unless he belongs to someone else. Taken men treat me better. Taken men treat me better. They go through the day-to-day drama with their wives and save the fun times for me. I stay in my lane and I don't bother these women. But I'm having trouble with this particular man. I want him for myself, and his baby mama is not the kind to let him go. I've talked to him about my feelings and that he should leave his baby mama, but he brushed me off. He promised to walk away from me for good if I ever asked him to leave his woman again. By the way, if he really wanted her, he would have married her already, right? So how do I convince him to change his mind?
He's not, period. And first of all, just because they haven't gotten married, that don't mean nothing. Not everybody has that on their heart to get married. And definitely you're getting your karma, because why are you having your legs open for somebody that is taken? Why are you settling for that? Yikes. And I'm going to say this. Maybe you should get some therapy as well for your low self-esteem, because obviously you have that. If you're willing to settle for someone who is already taken, you don't have any self-respect for yourself. Basically. Your self-esteem must be very low, and you must think that you don't deserve someone of your own. And you need to be careful, because nowadays people are not playing. People ain't playing about their money. People ain't playing about their kids. And people ain't playing about their girl or their man. And so one of these days, one of these women, you know what I'm saying, sad to say, because this is the days and times that we live in, you might catch a bullet behind it. You know what I'm saying? And that's real. I'm telling you real, because I see it in the news all the time. Right. All the time. Crimes of passion have been a lot. Right. So I would tread lightly. I would definitely leave that man alone, because he's a dog. Let that baby mama deal with him the way she gonna deal with him, because she's not going anywhere. They share a child together. So they're tied for life, regardless if they're in a relationship or not. And do that. I mean, that's my only advice. Like, you're getting your karma.
And see, y'all was mad because we was off air. See, we didn't taken the time to mature and think. Now we're offering options like, hey, you know, maybe you need to go to a therapist. Maybe you need to do where before we'd have just told you to go to the free clinic and get that coup d'etat.
I would have said, you need your ass beat.
Basically.
You might still do, but girl, seek out though.
Okay. All right, your third one?
Okay. This one says, and this is anonymous, my girlfriend and I had our first threesome a few nights ago, and it was great. We talked about it, and she felt most comfortable trying it out with a guy first, with a woman possibly in the future. So it was man, female. Okay, got it. And I was fine with that. We found a guy on an app designed for couples looking. I've never been naked with another guy outside a locker room. Yeah, much less seen one hard in person, so I was nervous. But it was actually just comfortable and fun from the get-go. Maybe too comfortable. Things took a turn about halfway through. He was watching her blow me, and I got really, really hard. To both of our surprise, he asked if he could join her. He went for the jewels. Oh my God!
What?
He had told us he was straight, but he was fine with some man-on-man contact and threesomes. What? We figured that meant we might touch on accident, but nothing more. In the moment, we kind of went with it, and I came shortly after, possibly harder than I ever have. It was great, except now I feel like I've learned something about myself that I really didn't know how to process.
Oh, girl.
I'm not sure what to make of this. Could I be bi-curious and not know? Is it just that it was in the heat of the moment and two people on me at once? I've never had a threesome before, much less thought of a guy this way at all. So I'm not sure what to do.
Okay. Okay.
I don't think I can answer.
Okay.
I don't know what to do for you, baby.
All right, homie. So you kiss the boy and you think you like it. Okay.
Well, alrighty then.
I had to read this one because it's Pride Month and it sounds like you celebrating, sir.
Oh, the one I got for you is from a bisexual person also. So apparently the bis, it's like season for the bis or something. I don't know. Do they come out this summer?
I mean, it sounds like you did find out something about yourself. And I mean, if your girlfriend was unfazed about it and she ain't acknowledged it no more and she didn't seem like she had a problem with it, it sounds like she's open to you being bisexual, sir, which sounds like you are. So
it's a win-win situation.
Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month.
Yep, it's a win-win situation. All right, so, all right, your last letter comes from Bye in Boston.
Okay.
All right. Bye in Boston.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
I'm a 31-year-old bisexual man who is dating a 45-year-old man. We have been dating now for a few months, and I like him a lot. He's hardworking, career-wielding, well-established, and overall we have excellent chemistry. The only real issue I have with him is the fact that he's a thumb sucker. Literally sucks his thumb like a goddamn 2-year-old. It's disgusting, even more so now past COVID. And let's not even talk about how much of a turnoff it is in the bedroom when his legs are up and his thumb is all in his mouth. Makes me feel like I'm doing something illegal. I know it's petty, but I'm thinking about ending things. Am I being stupid? Your opinion would be great. Thanks. Bye in Boston.
I can't stand you. Like, you always find the most awkwardest letters. I don't know what to freaking say to that. That might be like a childhood soothing thing. Like,
He's 45. The nigga 45.
It doesn't matter. Like, some people still rock themselves to sleep. Like,
Now, Mark, you know you be sucking your thumb.
No, somebody else. Never mind. But no, honestly, like that's. I don't know. That's just weird.
Who does that?
some people have self-soothing
Tigger man, you need to turn your speaker or you turn your
mechanisms that they do to help them keep calm.
Tigger man, turn your mic up a little bit. We can't really hear you that much.
Oh, you can't hear me? Okay, hold on.
You sound like you all in the abyss, but Miss Lyric, I'll tell you what. So could you date a dude that was like sucking his thumb or whatever, like when you was dealing with him?
I think, I don't know. I mean, if he was doing it in the house, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing. You know what I'm saying? But out in public and we walking around, we're going to have to, can you like curb that a little bit? I mean,
You know, I know some.
I don't know.
I know of someone that does the same.
I don't know. Because I mean, at the same point, like everybody has their different quirks about themselves. You know what I'm saying? Things that, you know, some people may think that's weird.
True.
You know? I mean, if that's his personal preference that he doesn't like that and he wants to end a relationship, it might be a little shallow. But that's his personal preference.
True.
And I would say that, you know, sometimes your personal preference, you could miss out on somebody who's really great for you, too.
That's
like
true.
Some people just think that, I don't like the way they chew their food, or I don't like the way they sleep. She snores. They do this. They do that. I mean, you could block your blessings by that too. Sometimes, you know, you're not gonna get this perfect person. Like, this isn't Build-A-Bear. You can't just like create this perfect person. There's somebody's gonna do something that you don't like in every relationship. So you just gotta pick and choose like what you're willing to tolerate and what you're not.
There you go. Well, bring it on home.
And this was another segment of Lyrics Lessons. You guys can email me at lyricbravado@gmail.com or DM me on Instagram. Send me a message on Facebook. Don't hit my Twitter because I don't really be on there like that. Not a Twitter hit, but yeah, just send me an email and I will gladly give my 2 cents about your situation.
Okay, and you can also hit up the new WRTR radio at gmail.com email address to send those letters. If you can't remember Lyric Bravado, WRTR radio at gmail.com gets you the same person, gets you the same level of advice. So, we're going to take a little bit of a break and we'll be right back. All right, so, listen. First, I will say, Tigger Man and Miss Lyric do not necessarily condone this part of the show that I decided to add, but
Sure don't.
Oh my God!
They are in no way of support
Sure don't.
of my dragon. But starting next week, I'll be introducing a segment so you know now to delete me If you don't want your social, delete me off your social
Delete.
media now, because I will
Delete.
I will be calling people out. Celebrities post things on social media all the time and receive backlash for it, while y'all regular niggas get to just talk regular, trashy, and reckless as you like, without little to no repercussions. Nah. So I've decided to change that in the narrative, adding a new segment called Ratchet Posts of the Week, where I will pick one of y'all's funky ass posts each week, and I will drag you for filth on air. And since I gave y'all fair warning, y'all got a week. But since I won't be picking anybody today, I'm just going to talk on a global scale about, and I know Chicken Man, you was going to address it, but why are they dragging Patty? Why?
We'll talk about that later.
Y'all just something else. Anyway. Oh my God. Okay. So, anyways, after this, we'll be right back with Tigger Man and the tea with Tigger Man.
Wow.
Sit back, and Shibor is key with Tigger Man on WRTR Real Talk Radio and Tigger Man on IT.
All right, Tigger Man.
Hey. This is your boy, Tigger Man with the T. All right now, so I know when you all hear T, all you think about is gossip, celebrity gossip, all celebrity gossip. But my tea may consist of world news,
cannabis,
local news, of course, celebrity gossip, because of course I'm going to talk about that.
Okay.
Local, like I said before, local, and also it could be about what's going on in your bed. How about that?
Oh, God.
Gross.
That's right, because I know what goes on in both of y'all bedrooms.
No,
I got to teach what goes on in both of y'all bedrooms.
Sure.
You don't know nothing.
But anyways, so have you all did you all catch the BET Awards that just aired this past Sunday?
I read the highlights because I refuse and I just don't care.
Oh, okay.
I saw some stuff on Instagram. I saw some memes. I saw the pictures of the gowns and the fashions.
Yeah. Well, of course I missed it too, but I heard some things about it, and I saw a few clips on social media that I watched. But like I said, it aired this Sunday, and they celebrated 50 years of hip hop.
50 years of ratchet.
Wow.
Don't do that. That ain't cool. Don't do that. But yeah, they celebrated 50 years of hip hop. There were several performers like Lotto, Ice Spice, which I did catch her performance, and it was hot.
Okay.
She's hot. Ice Spice, Coco Jones. Y'all, if you watched the new Bel Air show, she played Hillary Banks on Bel Air.
Okay.
So she was on there. A few people that performed for the whole 50 years of hip hop included Fat Joe, Fabulous, Crime Mob, E40,
Nucky Butt.
and so on.
You talking about Nucky Butt?
Yes, Nucky Butt. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Ja Rule. It was many of them. But one in particular performance that I wanted to bring up, of course, Marcus mentioned it before commercial. Patti LaBelle. So Patti LaBelle did a tribute to the late legendary Tina Turner. Well, she went on stage singing Tina Turner's song, "Simply the Best," and she was singing. She sounded good starting off. Then all of a sudden, you just hear her mumbling the words. She totally forgot the lyrics to the song, and so she goes, come on, y'all, help me out. I don't know the lyrics or whatever like that. She just completely said that on the microphone. I'm like, Patty, you are legendary. You are legendary. You're doing a tribute to a legendary person. Why would you go out on the stage and sing one of their most famous songs and not know the lyrics to the songs. You should know better than that, Pat.
Lyric has her.
I have notes.
Lyric has her hand up.
What's up, Lyric? What you got to say about that?
Let's not act like Patti LaBelle don't be not remembering lyrics.
Okay.
She's done it at the White House. Okay? She did it at the White House.
Too. Shaka done it several times.
So what makes y'all think she wasn't going to do that?
I mean, come on now. But if you doing... well, you know
That's
what?
She do. She don't remember nothing. And she older.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like...
If you're going to do a tribute to somebody, she made it seem like, when I saw that, it made it seem like she didn't even rehearse this song. She didn't rehearse it.
Of course
unless
she
she
didn't
got out
rehearse
there
it.
and sung it, and then all of a sudden, it just maybe
Well, I mean,
no, she needs the words. So if y'all remember when she did the, I think it was like a Christmas thing at the White House, and she said the same thing. She was yelling at the girl who was supposed to be holding up the words with the cards.
Oh my
she
God!
Needs those. So blame BET for not having what
BET,
they do.
Y'all should know better. BET, y'all should know better. Look, Tyler Perry owns it now. Tyler Perry just bought. He owns VH1 and BET.
Are you sure? Because I thought he reneged on his offer.
When was this? Because I don't know. From the last time I heard,
no. They were saying that he was supposed to have bought it, but then I think an updated story came out, and he was like, "No, I don't want to buy no EBT."
EBT.
We'll have to get back to that.
EBT.
I'm going to look that up.
But anyways, so she forgot the words to the song, and she tried to get everybody to help her out. But then I guess it must have been that one little part, because then she caught back on and sung the rest of the song.
Okay.
No, they probably caught back on the teleprompter.
Well, yeah, that could have been the case too. I don't know. But it could have been the case too. But moving on.
Simply the words.
During the BET Awards,
EBT,
there was a so-called incident that happened between JT from the City Girls and her boo, Lil Uzi Vert.
Oh.
She got mad. They got a little argument or whatever. She got mad and threw her phone and hit him with it. Because I guess when he was up on stage or whatever, he gave a shout out to Ice Spice. And supposedly, there's a rumor that him and Ice Spice did something. I don't know, but supposedly it's a rumor. So she got upset about that when he shouted out Ice Spice.
Okay.
And so they got into it at the awards.
I refuse to take anybody serious that calls themselves Uzi Vert. Uzi Vert to me sounds like a bite that you would get from like a fly that survived the quarantine time, from fruit and stuff that they bring from other countries. Yeah, that's what that seemed like. But go ahead.
He said that's what that seems like. Yeah. It does. So I also want to just get a shout out to a few other people that won. Like Busta Rhymes, congratulations to him. He won the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Okay.
International act that went to Burna Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know who Burna Boy is.
Mm-hmm.
Album of the year. There was a tie. Mm-hmm. Beyonce with Renaissance and SZA with her album SOS.
Okay.
Coco Jones. She got a new artist.
Lyric got a question again.
Don't do that. That's my homegirl. Don't do that.
No. I like Coco Jones. This is about something else.
Okay. Viewer's Choice. Of course, that went to Beyonce for Break My Soul. Male hip hop artist. I don't understand how he got this award because he don't have any current new music out at all. But that went to Kendrick Lamar. I don't know how he got that, but he got it. And there were other artists that have been pushing out songs, which was J. Cole, 21 Savage, Drake,
and Lyric Bravado.
She's not male. It's male hip hop artist.
Well, she's in a band.
And Jack Harlow.
I have notes.
What you got?
Yeah.
First of all, you forgetting something.
Cool.
Everybody thought Trina was pregnant.
Oh shit. Was she?
No, she said she picked up. She said
brought that up. I ain't hear about that.
She said that she picks up weight just like anybody else.
That's what I saw on social media all day today.
You know
everybody
what?
saying that Trina looked like she was pregnant. And
wow.
then
I mean, but you know, Trina weight goes up and down. She goes up and down. Or one time you see her, she look real thick and look like she's pregnant. Another time she's small. Yeah, you know how she up and down, up and down.
And I had to stress today because apparently it was given 6 months pregnant. That's what some of the
y'all so ratchet. See why we need this segment. Go ahead.
Do you see?
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Angela Bassett. Congratulations, because she got Best Actress. Finally, she got something.
Okay.
Did you
and
hear?
Also want to give a shout out to.
Hold on, before you go there, Tigger Man. Did you hear about with Angela Bassett how they're supposed to be giving her an honorary Oscar?
Yes. They're supposed to be doing that too. And I think that, and you know what? She deserved that a long time ago. But I think they're doing that now because there's been so much stuff that's been going ever since was it the Oscars?
Yeah.
Where she got where she should have won, but they gave it to someone else.
Yeah.
And
honorary.
You know how they went on social media.
We there.
Facial reaction.
We there, Lyric. We there.
Said
honorary, and that's the whole problem that I got with this entire story, because they're giving her an honorary Oscar, and it's not even at the Oscars that she's getting the award. Just give the woman an Oscar.
They're just doing it, and that pissed me off too.
That's like
they're doing it just to be doing it. That's not cool.
You know, when you get a participation award, it really don't matter. They give you one so you don't feel left out. No, that's disrespectful.
I thought so too.
They know exactly what they're doing.
I thought so.
And last but not least, I want to congratulate Tiana Taylor because she's finally being recognized. But she's only being recognized for a video director of the year.
But you know what? Kudos to her because her and that auntie, what is it called? I can't remember exactly, but it's the auntie something. She been pushing. She been doing a lot.
Oh no, she's been doing a lot of stuff. She's been doing a lot of stuff. Yes.
She actually directed that. She just came out with a shoe. She came out with a shoe in collaboration with Nike.
All right.
And she directed the commercial for it, and it is fire.
Oh, that's what's up.
That's what's up.
Okay, so next I have Rihanna. I'm upset. But, I mean, it is what it is. She has now stepped down from being CEO of Savage X Fenty. She announced her replacement.
Let's talk about this replacement.
Don't do that. She announced her replacement. Lord, I done forgot the daggone lady. Hillary. Oh my gosh, I done forgot.
It's a white woman. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, but don't say that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, Hillary Super. That's her name. Hillary Super. So,
Hillary what?
Super? Used to be a former CEO of Anthropology Group.
Hold on. You said Hillary Super?
Hillary Super.
Like Clark Kent Super?
Yes.
Okay, girl.
Hillary Super. Yes. She has been the CEO of, I guess, several companies. One of them was called the Anthropology Group, but she's also been CEO of other designer companies or whatever too. So
be prepared for drastic changes and cheaper made quality stuff, because I cannot stand when a black business owner.
Man,
other people take control of things.
Yep.
Then you get cheaper quality. You get changing of the ingredients.
And you get makeup and eyeshadow with raisins in it.
There you go.
With more harmful ingredients in it. It's like they always trying to cut corners and stuff to make a more mass profit. Like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't want.
I feel you. Mm-hmm. All right. So next up,
I understand. You know, she about to have 2 babies under the age of 2. I get it. You about to be tired. She really ain't gonna work like that.
I do too, but I mean, just keeping it all the way 100. I mean, is it so far fetched for me to ask whether or not there was a qualified black individual that could have taken over to be the face? Like one of the biggest selling points. One of the biggest selling points that Fenty and all of that has is that there's a black face attached to it. So little black girls and black women look at that and go, "Hey, you know what? She looks like me. This must be for me." Or not, you know, women, men, whomever.
You know what? I also was thinking. I was also thinking that same thing too. Because when I saw the announcement and then I saw the name that she appointed, I'm like, hold on, Hillary Super.
Right.
Who this woman? I was like, who this woman? Who this woman? I was like, damn. But she's still going to be on the executive board, though. So she's still going to be part of the company or whatever. She's just going to be on the executive board. She will no longer be the CEO anymore. And I believe she has other things that she's coming out with or that she's doing. Hopefully she's going to do another album for us. But I'm pretty sure she has other things.
Y'all ain't getting no album right now. You can get a couple singles. That girl ain't putting out no album. She don't have to. That's why she keep carrying y'all.
That's the bravery, though.
The Navy is not getting an album. Y'all got to stop asking her.
Right.
For y'all to stop.
I want an album.
People in hell want ice water.
I want an album.
Rihanna said people in hell want ice water.
She played us with that, but it was a good song, though. But she played us with that, lift me up, hold me down.
Y'all lucky she did the Super Bowl.
Right. True that. But, I mean, she about to drop this next load she got. So,
yeah.
I mean, that could play part of it, too. She probably want to be there with her key. But I'm pretty sure she's come. She got other things going on, too. I'm pretty sure she does.
And the album is
that's just Riri.
Yeah. Album ain't in the cards, sis. Sorry.
So next, my next one, Jay-Z and Beyonce. Okay. So for you all out there that's been wanting to share like the same bidet that
what
Jay-Z and Beyonce used.
You said bidet, like the thing that you spray up your butt?
Yes, the toilet and the wash your butt buddy thingy.
Girl.
If you ever wanted to use the same bidet that Beyonce and Jay-Z used in one of their homes they used to live in, it is now on sale on eBay for $2,400.
My fanning and standing stops at enema sharing. We're not doing that. What?
There's this salvage company called Eric's Market.
You telling me that somebody dug up the bidet?
Yes.
That Beyonce sat her ass on.
Yes.
And Jay-Z took several tits on.
Yes.
To sell to one of you eager beavers. For how much?
Eager beaver, I see what you did there.
$400. There's this salvage company called Eric's Agricultural Savage in LA. Has put up some items on the site, on eBay site. One of them is a bidet that he's asking for $2,400. Some sconces to some exterior lights.
What?
And
why?
What
is your selling?
And some other items.
That is terrible. That is a terrible icebreaker. Just imagine they invite a whole bunch of people over. Just come out like, come in the bathroom. Come in the bathroom. You see that right there? Beyonce shat there. What? Oh my God. Y'all
she
just...
rinsed her booty right there.
Oh my God.
She rinsed her booty off right there.
And when you flush the toilet, it's gonna play "You Won't Break My Son."
A mess. A mess. So, like I said, if you all want to,
it's just me, myself, and I. That's all I got on my end.
You stupid. You stupid.
Oh, my
you stupid. You are stupid.
Okay.
Okay. So, all right. So, next I have
herpes.
Saucy Santana. Miss Saucy Santana.
Oh.
It's being
speaking of herpes.
For a no-show at a concert she was supposed to be performing in Memphis during Pride.
Oh wow.
Yeah. There's say that again.
And he didn't come?
I see what you did there. He didn't come.
You get on my nerves. You stupid.
He didn't come in Pride.
You stupid. So Saucy, you stupid. So Saucy Santana is being a no-show for Memphis Pride event. Is potentially about to cost him a bundle. The event organizers are demanding the money they already paid. A rep from the event organizer company, it's called One Memphis, One Visions, has stated that Saucy owes them about $25,000.
Yeah.
Wow. For everything that they have put up for him, which involves a tour. I believe it was a tour bus because he refused to ride in an Uber Black. No, it was a personal vehicle. Yeah, it was a personal vehicle because he refused to use Uber Black.
Right.
So they put up money for that. They put up money for a whole list of things that he needed with inside of the vehicle and on stage, and he needed all these bottles of alcohol. It was a whole list of stuff that he requested that they've put up money for.
Okay, so how is it?
Now,
video. So if you go on Instagram, he just put a video up of all the things he requires on his rider for shows that he takes. Yeah. So he was being
he was being messy, but
they must have had something.
He was being messy.
Yeah,
he was being messy, but
everything he required.
He was being messy, but I will say this: as the runners of the entertainment industry, as far as the gays go, we are able to show up and show out at everybody and for everybody else's events. But when it comes to Pride, every single year, you always hear of something going on. What was it a year or two ago that Madison was supposed to show up? T.S. Madison.
And didn't show up.
And showed up, but then there was some fuck shit going on. And then,
I thought, okay.
It's always something.
Yeah. But let's not act like some of these promoters don't be paying what they supposed to be paying, because at the same time, I can understand. I see both sides, because if that was my earned income, that's how I make my living, and I'm expecting a deposit by the time I get there, and you playing in my face when I get there, talking about the money funny, we got a problem. Let's breach a contract. So, I mean, I understand both sides.
Yeah, but the thing is, they put up all this money for everything that he needed, and he did not show up on it. He did not show up at all. And so now they're requesting for him to pay them their money back. They don't care if he paid in installments, but he needs to pay them their money back.
They said installments.
One of the things he requested was, I'm just read this. One of the things he requested was from Popeyes. He wanted a box of legs, a box of mixed wings and breasts, white and dark meat, biscuits, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes and gravy. Yeah. He requested all this, and they put up the money for it, but he didn't show up. He did not show up. So they're saying that he has no respect because they're a nonprofit, and they're a nonprofit which advocates for youth battling HIV and AIDS.
Oh, see, that's trifling.
Yeah, that is trifling.
So now they're upset, and they're taking him to court for that. So I'm gonna say this to you, Saucy: pay them their money. Pay them their money.
Run them their coin.
Showed up. Pay them your money. Period.
He had a whole bunch of stuff on that rider. He had 12
Yeah, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot.
He wanted what's that? 1942.
And you said they paid for it in installments, or they're waiting for his payment in installments?
Don Julio. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That 1942 Don.
Lord, they didn't put Saucy Santana. No, they didn't put Saucy Santana on layaway.
That video up. Y'all got to go look at that video on Instagram.
Yeah. That's crazy. That is crazy. And so the last thing that I have, I have a whole bunch more, but I ain't gonna get into all that because I know we're running out of time. So the last thing I'm gonna mention is the feud between Cardi B and Offset.
Okay.
So so Cardi B, Offset, he went on social media and just basically posted a tweet about Cardi cheating on him.
Okay.
The post is something about my wife fucking a ninja on me, gang, y'all. A ninja know how I come. I ain't say the actual word because I'm not going to say that word.
Wow.
But I'm gonna just say. But basically, he said that Cardi has cheated on him, and so after he posted it, he went and deleted it. But somehow, Cardi B saw it. So of course, Cardi went off. You know how she do when she get mad, she go off on social media or whatever.
And coos like a bird afterwards. Okay.
You said what?
And she does that bird thing afterwards. Go ahead. Right. Wasn't a peacock.
Well, she after she saw the post, she went on social media denying the claims, basically saying that if she wanted to cheat on him, it's next to impossible for her to do because she's too famous to be cheating on him. He's going to know. She's just too famous to be cheating on him. And she went on to say that she would smack him upside the head with a bottle if he made those claims in front of her face.
Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, so, she just went off on him about that.
But hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're not just going to act like they wasn't in the media for him cheating all them times. Didn't he have to come out to one of her concerts and beg on hands and knees?
Right. Yeah.
He embarrassed her for the third or fourth time.
Right. And so now he just made a claim that she's cheated on him too.
Okay.
Of course, she said she's too famous to be cheating. So
okay.
Yeah. I mean, whatever that means. Okay. Whatever that means. But that's what she said. But anyway, this wraps it up for this week. The tea with your boy Tigger Man.
Yes.
I'm out.
All right. Up next, let's see. Up next, I'm going to tell y'all where you can look forward to actually being able to go swimming this year. Up next on WRTR, Real Talk Radio. So, guess what? I got information for y'all. Aren't you excited?
Oh, yes.
I'm a little scared.
All right. So, there's a new, it's not new, but there's a place reopening in D.C. that you can go swimming this year.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
I already know what you're going to say.
It's reopening after 50 years of being closed. Heads up.
What is that?
Heads up, July 8th. Heads up, D.C. Because July 8th, y'all can once again go swimming in the Anacostia River.
Bye. Goodbye.
And catch crabs.
According to the Fox 5, for the first time in over 50 years, the Anacostia River will be open to swimmers.
Listen.
So they can catch crabs.
That damn river will never be clean.
Listen, hold on. Let me finish. So the Anacostia Riverkeeper, the nonprofit organization that works to keep the river clean and healthy, is hosting the first permitted swim event in the river in decades. The event, called Splash, will be held on July 8th. Participants will be able to swim on the river off the Kingman Island dock next to the Benning Road Bridge during a designated 29-minute time between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. So
he need to be locked up.
So guess what? So there needs to be called a slash because you might get stabbed over there. Scratch because you're gonna be itching like shit after you go swimming in that.
Hell, let's just call it.
Exactly.
Let's just call it.
Ain't no way in the world.
Let's call it shot.
Bacteria disease on your.
All kind of bacteria.
Get somebody else to do it.
Call it shot,
exactly.
Because that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get shot over there. And let's talk about this. There's a reason people haven't swam in the Anacostia in all these years. Just imagine all the people that are going to start going swimming there. And then what happens when all these bodies start emerging that people then put in there that they think we don't know about? Then
exactly.
What's going to happen when the people who are pregnant have like babies who are born with 3 fucking eyeballs because they went swimming this summer?
3 nipples
in the Anacostia River.
15 toes on 1 foot.
No, thank you.
15 toes on 1 foot. That is interesting.
Ain't no way in the world. Ain't no way in the world.
Oh, child. Baby,
there's
why?
No way.
Mommy, why I got 3 arms and everybody else got 2?
That river will
It's because you're a freak, sweetie. It's because you're a freak.
That river will never be cleaned at all. But I did hear that they were supposed to have been dropping some kind of treatment in that river.
I don't care.
But it's not. It will never be cleaned. I'm sorry. That river will never.
You could drop a nuclear bomb in that joint. I would never. It's going to be so many people at the clinic, pH balance messed up.
You'll get all up in your cooter. All up in your cooter. You're going to have fish heads swimming up out of there anyways. So, yeah. I mean, hey, y'all are in D.C. I say y'all go. I didn't say you swim. I just say y'all go and take pictures. And
I guarantee you that it's going to be that one person that going to get in that damn water. Somebody going to get in that water. I'm telling you.
Somebody drunk, uncle.
Yeah, somebody going to get
in there.
Y'all going swimming in the Anacostia with us? All right, so up next, I'm going to tell y'all what I'm dead for. Keep it locked right here on WRTR Real Talk Radio.
Dead for that. Time to find out what Marcus is dead for.
Well, like I said earlier, if you are new to the show, then you might not necessarily know what this segment is about. This is my Dead for That segment. It's where I get to tell listeners each week about a particular instance. It's sort of like my little therapy, where I get to drag something that I absolutely am dead for on a global scale. So, yeah, let's go with that. All right, this week, I am dead for my semi-new coworker. Alright, let's just get into this. So they hired this guy. He looks like something straight up like out of Tales from the Crypt. Like, you know, he got the whole, like, you know, skull, crossbones. Just like, he looks like he eats children. And, like, he just, like, you know, he'll, like, snatch a baby in the middle of the night and, like, bite the head off or something. Like, he looks literally like that. Anyways, so this mofo comes in and, you know, just making small talk, this, that, and the third. So he goes into telling me all about his roommate's brother. Now, apparently him and his roommate have been lifelong friends, yada, yada, yada. So his brother comes over. His brother apparently has a new girlfriend. So he's like, yeah, my friend's brother came over and he's dating this new girl. And I'm just telling you, it's just the weirdest thing. I'm like, okay. He's like, so since he's been dating her, he's been wearing dresses and painting his nails and doing all these different things. Yeah. He's been painting his nails and wearing dresses and doing all of these different things. And, you know, now he's wearing high heels and I just can't get with it. I mean, do you think that I'm being irrational and all this shit? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, cause you don't know the dynamic of their relationship. I was like, he could have been, or she now. I was like, she could have been this person all along and just needed to find the right person to allow her to be herself. You know what I'm saying? So he goes into and then I go into how I have family and friends that are gay, yada yada yada, because it's my job. So he don't need, and I don't even like him like that. So he don't need to know everything that's going on. Anyways, that being the case, so I basically let him know that this was not a safe space for his bullshit. You'd think that would be enough. No. Not 2 hours later. No. Not 2 hours later, we one of the courier trucks pulls up to the dock, to make deliveries and all this other stuff.
Hold on, let me pause you for 1 second. What did you say? What?
I said he said so. The truck pulls up.
What truck?
One of the delivery vehicles. They pull up.
Oh, okay. Right. Just making sure that's what you... Okay.
So one of the delivery trucks pulls up. They back in, and we're waiting on the driver to open up the door. While we're waiting there, you know how people write "watch me" on the back of a truck that might be dirty or on your car or something like that? You want to know what this stupid ass white man wrote? Gay.
What did he write?
Gay. G-A-Y. Like right in front of my face. And I just looked at him like, are you stupid? Like, what the fuck? Like, I just let you know not 2 hours ago. So, of course, I cussed him out.
Okay.
And, of course, I brought it to HR's attention and all that shit. I was like, because that's not a safe space for your bullshit. And white people do that shit all the time. They do this passive-aggressive type shit that you let them know either by shooting daggers or outwardly saying shit. And you be like, yo, this is not a safe space for your bullshit. And yet, every single time we turn around, here we sit. And it's more white people doing more white people shit.
Clueless.
And it's just the audacity of it. It's just like, okay, we just had this conversation not 2 hours ago. But even so, you're over 40. What's funny about writing gay in dirt? Gay. What? No, what? Like,
that's crazy. That is crazy.
How old are you? You stupid bitch. I can't stand the way that people act, and that is what I'm dead for this week.
All right, now.
On WRTR Real Talk Radio. Coming up next.
Hold on. Let me tell you what I'm dead for.
What are you dead for?
I'm dead for my best friend drinking a whole 2-liter bottle of Pepsi like it's a bottle of water.
Fuck y'all. My Pepsi is keeping me warm.
What I'm dead for.
Whatever, you just jealous because you can't have none. So whatever, I'm dead for your ass. We'll be back with the second half of the show right after this.
Take us to work. Take us on the go. Take us wherever you go. WRTR Real Talk Radio.
So here we are, aren't we? So, what's been going on, Miss Lyric? How's life? How's everything's been treating you?
Life's been going.
Life been lifing?
Life been lifing like a mother sucker.
All right.
It really has been. But, I am pushing through like I always do because Mama ain't raised no punk.
All right.
And it is what it is. I'm glad to be back to talk to the peoples.
As am I.
I have been missing our interactions. And I'm glad our WRTR is back in full effect.
As am I.
Because y'all need help.
Ooh.
The stories that I still be getting.
Oh, God.
When I tell you that some of y'all don't need me, some of y'all need Jesus.
Hello?
Woo.
I'm serious.
Oh, I believe you, because, just the things that people share with me. I.e. Baby Eater, he's sitting there sharing all these things.
What?
Baby Eater. That's what I call my coworker. He looked like he eat babies.
How you look like you eat babies?
He does. He be wearing a skull and crossbones and shit. Yeah.
2 different ways.
Oh, he look like another a Jeffrey Dahmer like.
I said baby eater, not a full grown. I
know that, but I'm just saying. Well, he ate his victims.
True. And I see what you did there, Lyric. I saw that. Ew, baby eater. I saw you. Yeah. And I didn't mean that kind of baby eater. Anyways, what's been going on in your life, Tigger Man?
Say what?
I said, what's been going on in your life?
Hey, I've been booked and busy.
Okay.
Nobody can never catch up with me. I'm always somewhere, always doing something, living life like I'm supposed to, working like crazy.
Are you?
Party. You know me, I'm the life of the party.
Oh.
He got a lot of dip on his chest.
That's why they call me Tigger. I'm the life of the party.
You are in... Listen, you are in more circles than Audi.
What you say?
Bounce around. Hello. You bounce around, honey. You be bouncing around.
Hey, I keep busy. I got to do what I got to do.
Sure.
I have fans. They call me the mayor, so.
Oh, excuse me.
They call me the mayor, so I got to keep busy.
Mm-hmm.
But no, everything's been good. Everything's been good. I've been doing what I got to do. Like I said, keeping busy, staying positive.
Yeah.
And Lyric, he is literally everywhere. Like when he says everywhere, I can't even step a toenail inside of DC without running into Tigger Man somewhere. This is
paraded to me. Well, I ain't gonna even bring that up. Never mind. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that one alone.
So. I mean, as far as myself, like I said, just been working this job. I actually like my job. I really like my job. Can y'all believe it? Baby eater notwithstanding.
Because you normally quick to say, I hate my job.
Yeah.
Like graceful and serene.
These days, you got to like your job because mental health is real. And one of the things that can cause people to snap is their job.
Exactly. Yeah, that is true.
That's why
I've experienced that twice. And once you get into a better place, it's good all the way across the board because your work life is good. That means your home life is good. You're not bringing that stuff home with you.
Right.
Yeah, so that's good.
And people do. I mean, they carry that stuff with them. They go home, kick the cat across the room, sit there, beat on their wives, and all that other stuff. It's crazy. It really is.
Or the other way around. Some people bring their problems to work.
That's true too.
So yeah.
But that's people that ain't got no real friends, because nobody with real friends. Ain't nobody with real friends like sitting there.
That is true.
They not gonna sit there and be like, yeah, so.
That is true.
Nah. Anyways, did y'all hear about that? Did y'all hear about that 54-year-old man that died after eating oysters in Missouri?
What? Oh, not eat those.
I thought he was about to go somewhere else.
Oh no! Eating.
You stupid.
I said oysters, not clams.
Lord Jesus.
All right, so basically. All right, so basically, the 54-year-old man died after becoming infected by the bacteria Vibrio, which can be carried by oysters and other shellfish. The St. Louis County Health Department said, basically, the bacteria can be found in a worm, coastal waters, usually during the summer months. The victim, who has not been identified by officials, has consumed now oysters from the fruit stand and seafood in Manchester, Missouri. So for our listeners out there in Missouri.
That's in Missouri.
In Missouri. I'm sorry?
It was raw.
Well, basically, they were saying that
eat raw oysters.
They were just infected.
I love raw oysters.
It's not fried.
You put some lemon juice and some hot sauce on that, and
well, if you if you got the,
I will slurp them up.
You know if you got the wrong one, because people infected with the virus typically begin experiencing symptoms 12 to 72 hours after consuming raw, undercooked seafood, although it may take up to a week before symptoms appear. So
hold on.
But I mean, people a lot, because it's an aphrodisiac too. Raw oysters is an aphrodisiac. A lot of people eat those. I eat those. I love oysters. I like them fried too. I can do either or. I've always eaten those. And you saying and several shellfish, I eat crabs like at least two or three times a week. I be eating crab. I love crabs.
Would you consider yourself a pescatarian?
No.
No?
Because I eat a lot of stuff.
Mm.
Well, let me take that back.
Nice.
Let me take that back. Certain things I eat.
Do you now?
Let me take that back.
All right, so before we get into the Wi-Files, y'all want to talk about white people news?
Okay.
All right, in white people news, the Florida woman. So y'all remember a couple of weeks ago that Florida woman that shot through the door and killed that black woman?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Okay, so
I didn't hear about that.
Okay, so basically there was this black name. Okay, so the woman basically harassed this black woman's son. So the boy went and told his mom. His mom was like, you did what to my son? So she walked her ass over to the woman's house, knocked on her door, right? Well, woman doesn't come to the door. Instead, she yells through the door, get away from my, and I'm paraphrasing here, but basically she said, get away from my door or I'm gonna shoot. And she said, nah, you did something to my son. You gonna come out and talk to me. Well, the woman then decides to shoot through the door, where she then killed that woman right in front of her son.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So let me interject.
Uh-huh.
It was more to that story. So the lady had property from the child. I would think it was either an iPad or a tablet or a phone or something.
Okay.
And took it from him. And the mom went to go, see about that. Because why are you taking stuff from my kid? Like, who authorized you to take anything from? I'm going to get my property back too. Yeah, you got me all the way. You ain't pay for it. You don't pay the bill for it. You don't. Please. Well, so, yeah, the mom definitely went to go confront her about saying something to her, but she also went to go get that property back as well.
Okay. Well,
wow.
That whole altercation basically ended up in the woman's death. She shot her and killed the woman right there next to her little boy.
What?
Yeah, shot through the door at the woman.
That's crazy.
So, it was this whole thing where they were parading her around social media and all over the news channels and everything. Basically, oh, well, she's arrested now and she faces charges, blah, 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 blah. Fast forward into now. A Florida state attorney declined to pursue murder charges against the white woman accused of fatally shooting her black neighbor through a door, he announced yesterday. Or if you're listening to this, it was Monday. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Florida? I'm not surprised.
I mean, we talk about Florida.
Why are we surprised? Anything that happened in Florida.
We're not. Mm-hmm. Well, basically, he said his office determined that there was insufficient evidence to file a murder charge against him. Against her, charging her with murder will require prosecutors to provide evidence of hatred, spite, ill will, or evil intent toward the victim at the time of the killing. And the way that these laws are written, okay, so for those of you that don't know, I just served on a jury for 5 days for an attempted murder trial. And the way that the laws are written, oh my God, it's so many technicalities. It's so much little stuff that adds up to other stuff. Like, you have to either fall in all 4 of these buckets or you're guilty of X, Y, and Z, manslaughter or, versus first degree or second degree murder, that kind of stuff. But with this kind of stuff, this is just white people being white.
I just don't understand it because where was the threat? Your door was closed. You know what I'm saying? If she had opened the door, I could see how they could possibly have finagled her to get off of that. But your door was closed, so there was no threat. That definitely was a murder. I mean, it was definitely murder all the way around across the board. But I just don't get that. How did she get off? I didn't even hear about that. Yeah, that's wild.
It just happened yesterday, and they were
yeah, it's Florida. Florida laws.
Oh, there you go. But basically,
for the Mouse in Universal Studios.
So she's been charged. She's been charged with manslaughter, but not murder. Okay. So manslaughter with a firearm and assault.
Wow.
Is she getting time?
I don't know yet. You know, after it's finally determined and everything, after the charges, then comes the trial, then comes the sentencing. So, you know,
she gets time. I'm telling you now, she probably gonna get lumped up behind them bars unless they put her in some special.
That is crazy.
Listen, I just know.
I got something. What kind of news did you say this was again?
No, I was just asking if you had heard. We haven't gotten to the Y-Files yet, but go ahead.
No. But what did you call this? You said something new.
White people news.
There you go. Okay.
Oh, you didn't want to say white people news?
Yeah. Because, we wouldn't do something like this.
Oh.
Okay. So this was basically a shark attack. A man in Florida, a man was beaten and dragged off a boat by a shark.
Okay, haven't white people learned to stop fucking around with water? It just don't seem to be going their way right now.
I just came across this. So it says, in what capacity as an outtake from Jaws, a guy was bitten by a shark and dragged off his boat during a fishing trip in Florida last week. Okay. And it was captured on a video. The clip shows a group of fishermen in Florida, Everglades, anchored in a marsh. You'll see one guy. You see one of the guys with a rod in the water and another guy who has the camera bends down in the water where the shark is.
Oh, my God.
They're all in a small-ass boat. And the guy wants to stick his finger in the water.
Oh, my God.
His friends, his buddies tell him they don't think that's a good thing to do. Don't do it.
So he had good friends. Okay. I heard white people. I see you guys.
No, Bird. He sticks his hand in the water, and guess what? The shark jumped up out of the water and bit his ass and dragged him in the water. Dragged his ass in the water. His buddies called the park rangers. The park rangers responded to the scene, and reports say that the guy was airlifted to the hospital where he was treated for a hand injury. As for the shark, it's unclear what species it exactly was, but they say a bull shark and a lemon sharks tend to swim in that area.
I'm sure they do.
We're not going to do that.
So the shark said, keep playing, you going to fuck around and find out.
Exactly. And guess what? What my shirt say?
Period.
Fuck around and find out. That shirt literally says fuck around and find out. That is hilarious.
Fuck around and find out.
I want one.
Go ahead.
Damn dummy. But yeah, that's my blah blah news.
Okay. So before we get into the Y-Files, do we care about these people in this Titan thing?
You know what?
Do we care?
That's dumb. That was real dumb. Real dumb.
Are we going to talk about them? What'd you say, Miss Lear?
The what thing?
The Titan
Ocean
thing.
Gate. The Ocean Gate. The submarine. Ocean Gate. That went down in the ocean.
The only one I felt bad for in that instance
was
is
the
child.
The
young boy that went down there with his father.
Everybody else, y'all made a grown-up decision to go on there.
Exactly. Like, they gonna pay $250,000
to die. Now you swimming with Jack and Rose.
Hold on. Hey, well, you know what? I'm done. And check this out. Netflix is deciding to add Titanic back to Netflix.
I literally had this conversation with somebody, and I said, I wonder how long until they start streaming Titanic on Netflix.
They already made a documentary.
Yeah.
About it. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And the memes they've been posting on social media, I've been falling out.
First of all, I seen one that had a killer whale on there, and it said thanks for the canned food.
No, hold on. Did you see the one with the Little Mermaid?
Yeah, Ariel going in to find the treasure and stuff.
When I tell you, it's the memes for me.
Yeah. It's the memes for me. Yep. It's the memes. It's the,
we don't know how to take nothing serious.
We try.
And it's crazy because, hold on, the CEO was in the submarine too, so he died too. But supposedly, there was already an inspection. There was an inspection done prior to them going down there. And the person who did the inspection told the CEO, why you laughing?
You could take your mic off mute, Lyric. You could laugh.
So she put her mic on mute. She wasn't probably here laughing. But no, the inspector had already warned them and said it's not a good idea to take that submarine out because it's supposedly it did. He got fired. And look what happened.
Lyric, why are you falling out?
Because I don't understand. Stupidity is funny to me. I'm sorry. It might be inappropriate. It's inappropriate. I know. People died. But at the same time, there were 700 migrants that came over on a ship that also died.
Oh my God! Yeah.
At the same time that the news was barely covering. I feel sorry for those people, not the billionaires who decided to get on, to get in a tin can and go
the size of a minivan.
For salvage ship. I just can't.
I refuse.
I'm sorry for the families.
Look, we don't do stuff like that.
You would never.
I hate to say it.
You just don't. You don't catch black people and stuff like that.
I wonder what some of them wives was thinking.
I know what they thinking now. Money, 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 money. That's what them bitches thinking now. Make it rain is what they thinking now.
As they going down, all you hear is near, far, wherever you are.
Oh, my God.
Let me stop. But damn.
Okay.
Why
I'm done.
Well, speaking of questions that you want to know why to, the Why Files are up next. Right here on WRTR Real Talk Radio. Explaining the unexplained. We're answering why to the questions you want to know by taking your tweets at WRTR Radio. We're taking your emails at at WRTRradio@gmail.com. And we're taking your Facebook messages at Facebook.com/WRTR Real Talk Radio. My name is Marcus Smoot.
My name is Miss Lyric Bravado.
And it's your boy Tigger Man.
And this is the Y Files. Remember, the truth is out there. So, for those of you new to the show, the Y Files is where we take your questions and answer why. So, Miss Lyric, you're up first.
Okay, so
who does your question come from?
Patrice from Facebook says, why are people even thinking about swimming in the
it's because just think of the adventure. Think of all the interesting and wonderful things that you could find in the Anacostia. No.
Chlamydia?
But I mean, it hasn't been swimming in 50 years, yo.
Pink eye.
Yeah, you could definitely catch the pink eye in the Anacostia. Okay, what you got, Tigger Man?
Okay, this goes back to what we just literally talked about.
Okay.
Why do you think it's okay for you to go 6,000 feet below sea level in a tin can and think you want to survive? I'm sorry.
I cannot.
I don't want to.
Like, not.
Why? Why do you think it's okay?
Well, why? Answer the question. It's yours, but ask it. Answer it.
White people.
See? You can't get away from it. Because certain stuff you just going to look at and you just going to be like,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. It just came out.
Why? Why, Chicken Man?
Because the truth is out there.
Okay.
As always, out there.
All right, so this question comes from Jen P. Jen P from Northwest DC wants to know, why do black people scare their children / youth by demonizing the police forces? There are bad people everywhere and in every walk. So why would you scare your kids from the police only for them to be future along in their lives, need help, and instead of calling the police, take justice into their own hands? Yes, this is an actual question.
I think they do that as a kid. They teach them. You know how they do. When kids are bad, you have these little badass kids because you ain't raising them right. So you scare them.
No. I think Jen's point is more so along the race question. Like, why do we have conversations with our children about how the police are going to treat them for being little black boys and black girls versus?
Because look what has been happening throughout the years.
Okay, so she's basically asking why do we scare children, and basically she's trying to from the question it seemed like she was trying to make it seem as though this is why black children take the path of violence and take things into their own hands, is because they don't trust the police.
Well, you know what? It's not even it all depends on what you're saying to your child, because there are parents out there that basically explain to them what's been going on. And then there are the ones that are maybe putting negative things in their children's mind about cops. Because not all cops are bad. There are those bad cops, but I guess it's just the way that you're explaining it to your child.
Okay.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying?
I do. And, well, I'm just going to say the truth is out there.
I've seen how some people teach their children about the way cops are, or how to act around cops.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen people teach their children good things, and I've seen people teach their children bad things about cops. Right. There's a way that you should explain how to act around them, or beware, just to beware.
But I'm gonna say this: let's not act like everybody has to have that conversation with their children.
They don't.
That's true also.
But I think you should, in a way, because if you don't, then
no. You're not understanding what I mean.
Hold on, what you saying?
Certain people do not have to have these types of
She's saying white people ain't got to have these conversations. That's why.
With their children.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
It's a shame that we have to.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the whole thing. That's the whole point right there. It's like we have to. Because if we don't, then they're not going to know. I was just watching, oh my God, there's this show on Netflix called,
White People.
No. Oh my God, what is the name of that show? It'll come to me in a minute. I'll get back to it. This is the show on Netflix that I was watching where Tay Diggs plays in it as a he's married to a white woman and has biracial kids, and his son, he has biracial kids, and his son plays football. And oh my God, I cannot remember the name of the freaking show. But go ahead, I'll come back to it. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, that wraps it up for this week's. That wraps it up for this week's Y-Files. We're always.
I had one more.
Oh, dude, now. Fine, go ahead.
Craig from Instagram wants to know, why is rent so high?
Hello.
Because we all need a place to stay, and they're gonna raise it as high as they possibly can. Why? Because white people. That's why.
Why? Because the economy is gone crazy.
Yes.
Inflation.
Exactly. It is. Yes, it is.
And maybe you might be living above your means.
Ooh.
I don't know your situation, but perhaps.
Ooh.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, the show was called All American.
Oh yeah.
It's called All American.
Yeah, that's on CW.
Tay Diggs' son had got pulled over by a cop, but because he was never taught how to act whenever you get pulled over. He just thought he was privileged, I guess, or whatever. I don't know. But he didn't. He was never taught how to act around a cop, so he got thrown down like a regular black boy and all this other stuff. And one of his friends was with him. One of his teammates that was all black was with him and was like trying to tell him, no, don't do that, don't do that. But he didn't understand because he was never taught of how to act when he gets pulled over and stuff like that. It was crazy.
Hell. I don't want to hear that. First of all, let's do this. Let's change that whole narrative because we could even we could do everything right. Let's not act like there still hasn't been instances where people have been cooperating with the police and still got their life taken.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I mean,
the thing that needs to change is the policing aspect of it. We don't need to change.
No, we don't. And you know what? White people overlook that stuff all the time. It's just like with the protests. Well, I mean, do you have to protest and stop rush hour traffic? So then when Colin Kaepernick sits down, then it's like, well, why do you? I mean, we can't protest loud. We can't protest quiet. We can't even sit our asses down without white people sitting there. We can't barbecue in the park. We can't sell water on the sidewalk. We can't do shit without white people sticking their nose in it. So, Gen P, that is the answer to your question. If you have any further questions about why black people have to have conversations about the police, please refer back to the Family Matters episode where Eddie had that same shit happening even when his father was a whole ass cop. So here we sit.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And did you, by any chance, did y'all catch that video that been surfing around social media about the white lady, the older white lady that was interviewed in D.C. regarding Juneteenth?
Yeah,
I did.
There was this lady that was interviewed in D.C. in regards to how she felt about Juneteenth, and she basically says it's a crock of bullshit. Where did this come from? And the whole the Jews from the Holocaust and all that. She was like, they're not celebrating anything. It was just a whole bunch of stuff.
No. Let me tell you what she said.
Yeah, she said a whole bunch.
They got a whole month.
Yes, a whole month.
She said, you don't hear us complain. What do we get? What do white people get? We don't get a month. We don't even get a day. Yep. I think it's a crock of bullshit.
Bullshit. Yep.
Girl, not you saying that in Chocolate City.
Not to mention the fact, what do white people get? Well, let's talk about Juneteenth. First off, even though niggas was celebrating it forever, let's have the conversation that white people just gave it to us, quote unquote, gave it to us as a holiday. But meanwhile, everything else you have, you colonized and took. That's what the fuck you get. Everything you stole, because now y'all giving back to us because you didn't realize that you didn't stole so goddamn much. So here we sit, white people. Deal with it. Oh,
she said they got their own schools. And I'm like, lady,
all this stuff.
We have our own stuff because we had to create our own stuff.
Exactly.
Because we weren't allowed to sit in the same vicinity of people.
You gonna
be? And that was here. Hold on, and that was here in the U.S. The Holocaust was not in the U.S. That didn't occur in the U.S.
Let's be clear.
And that wraps it up for this week's Why Files. We're always answering why for you at WRTR Radio on Twitter, WRTR Radio at gmail.com, and on Facebook at facebook.com/WRTR Real Talk Radio. Up next is news to make you nauseous. You better not leave because we'll be right back.
And now, say what? News to make you nauseous on WRTR Real Talk Radio. Let's go.
These are some of the stories you might not read about in the New York Times, the Washington Post, or the Wall Street Journal. It's news to make you nauseous. My name is Marcus Smoot.
My name is Miss Lyric Bravado.
And this your boy, Chicken Man.
And this is news to make you nauseous. All right, black people, which one of them going first?
What you think?
I can go first.
All right, I got a few of them, but go ahead.
Okay, so this one, I'm pretty sure people heard about this. But anyway, an Ohio father accused of...
You've been gone away too long. You even forgot how to say what?
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Say what?
Go ahead.
Ohio father accused of killing 3 young sons.
Oh, God.
Indicted, allegedly planned attack for several months. So the Ohio father accused of killing his 3 sons have been indicted by a grand jury, according to multiple reports.
As they should have been.
The father, 32, was indicted Thursday on 9 counts of aggravated murder.
Did you say indicted?
Indicted. I ain't say no. Did I say indicted? No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Go ahead.
Don't do that. So, the Ohio father, who's 32, was indicted. You're indicted.
That ain't what you said, Negro. That ain't what you said.
I did that on purpose. I was trying to see if you was
I'm sure.
But he was indicted on 9 counts of aggravated murder, 8 counts of kidnapping, and 4 counts of assault in connection with the June 15th death of his sons. He has pleaded not guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Prosecutors say he allegedly confessed to fatally shooting his 7-year-old, his 4-year-old, and his 3-year-old execution style.
Execution style?
Yes, execution style.
Mm-hmm. And
chasing one down when he tried to flee into the woods.
Okay. And where was this again?
In Ohio.
I'm surprised you didn't say Florida, but go ahead. Or Texas. Texas seems more execution style, don't it, Miss Lyric?
It really does.
Yeah, execution style. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Officers responded to a report of a shooting at about 4:15 p.m. at a home on Laurel Lindell Road in Monroe Township and found the father sitting on the steps with a rifle sitting next to him. A woman called 911 screaming that her babies have been shot. 3 minutes later, a driver in the area called 911 to report that a young girl was running down the road yelling that her father was killing everyone.
Of course.
So basically, this man, there's no reason why he did it. He never said there was a reason why he actually did it, but he shot his 3 kids, execution style, and he was going to kill his daughter too, but she was the one that got away and started running down the street screaming. And someone saw and stopped, called the police. So now he's in jail.
Oh my God. This is actually sad. Jesus. These stories are supposed to be a little bit funny. You just went dark. Ugh.
And the mother was there.
Okay.
And
you falling out? Wait.
She just fell out.
Oh.
Basically.
Seemed like you falling out too. Damn.
It's crazy. But that just made me nauseous. How could you do that to your children? How could you do that to your children? And they young too. Young. 7, 4, and 3. 7, 4, and 3.
Okay. Go ahead, Miss
That's
Lyric.
wild.
You're up.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it is.
I don't know if y'all ready for it, but I don't care. Say what, Indiana?
Say what?
Say what?
An Indiana man, age 20, is charged with raping his family dog and threatening to kill his mother with a hammer after she witnessed the attack.
Of course he is.
What?
The 20-year-old allegedly had sex with his family dog in their home in Elkhart, Indiana.
Oh.
The mom witnessed the attack. He was charged with bestiality and intimidation with a deadly weapon on June 9th after his mother allegedly saw him raping the dog while it was pinned to the couch in March last year.
Pinned to the couch? Jesus.
I feel some kind of way because I have a dog, and I feel some kind of way about that. Marcus, really?
I can't get through this. Come on. Really, Marcus? You always do this on mine.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Wow. He had a pin to the cow.
Oh, my God.
His mother told police that he grabbed a hammer and told her to sit on the couch, that same couch that he had the dog pinned to, and not to call the cops.
I'm done.
You sit here and watch
hit
Mommy.
Her in the face with the hammer and kill her and burn her body if she did so.
You sit here and watch Mommy. Oh.
Officers arrived at the family home and found that the dog had red marks and blood on him. Oh my God. If y'all could see the picture of this guy. Crazy. A veterinarian conducted a preliminary examination of the dog and diagnosed the pet with trauma, including trauma around the canine's foreskin. So it was a male dog? Okay.
What?
Cops later conducted a search warrant at the family home on June 10th last year and said they heard him making a reference to placing a hit on his mother. He was arrested and booked in Elkhart County Jail in early March, where he is being held on a $50,000 bond. His case is scheduled for a jury trial on February 19th, 2024.
Okay, first of all,
somebody need to pin him down.
He should not even have bail at all. There should not be any bail put up for him at all, period.
The
he
dog
needs to be locked under the jail and stay under the jail. That's nasty. That is nasty as hell.
Or extremely kinky, depending on how you look at it.
And I feel some kind of way, but I got a damn dog.
Are you more mad that he had the dog pinned to the couch or he threatened his mother? Because I'm more mad about the dog.
I'm mad about the dog. I'm sorry. I'm mad about the dog.
What?
I'm mad about the dog.
What about poor old mom?
I mean, she come next, but I'm mad about the dog.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, Lord.
Because that's just wrong.
That's your one paw.
Because he threatened his mother, but he abused the dog. He threatened his mother, but he abused the dog.
That's true. That's something there. Well, y'all ready for this one?
The hell do that? That is, oh no.
All right, so say what, Washington, D.C.?
Say what?
A man sliced off his own penis and testicles using an ultra-sharp ceramic knife so he could become genitalia free. I can't even get through this. So he could become genitalia free. And then kept his severed penis in the freezer until his mother threw it out. So he was keeping it. He was just holding on to it. And, he was keeping it until his mother decided to throw it out. So basically, he's a 23-year-old man from Washington, D.C. He moved it in a DIY surgical procedure performed in his own apartment before chopping off his own penis in a North Carolina motel room 8 months later.
No.
So
is this another YT?
Why do people slice their genitals off in motel rooms?
Is this another YT?
People? Actually, they don't have a mugshot of him.
Oh.
But,
well, my story definitely was. And I want y'all to see the picture.
And mine was too.
Basically. So he said he sanitized the blade for safety and took only painkillers in preparation. He was inspired to perform the procedure after seeing another famous person. Another person that he knew at the age of 15 do the same thing. So there you go. Their own DIY surgery. But another story that makes me nauseous. So I mean, we can just pivot into it. I forget where exactly it happened. No, it was another one. Okay, say what? Washington, D.C.
Say what?
Say what?
All right. That missing woman's mother and grandchild were facing charges. Okay, so basically a grandmother was dismembered and grilled. The daughter and the granddaughter face murder charges. So
I heard about that.
Yeah, so
they dismembered their grandmother and grilled her.
And grilled her. And
Mother and grandmother.
Huh?
Did they eat them?
Oh, well, I can't imagine. I mean, the Sweet Baby Ray's wasn't out for no reason. No, I'm
Did
kidding.
it taste like chicken? Did it taste like chicken and ribs?
No, I read about this. They were trying to get rid of the body.
Okay.
So they grilled them.
And ate her.
Yeah, they tried to.
Lord Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with people?
You know that happened like right down the way.
Yep.
That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. What is wrong with people?
It actually happened in Landover.
Yeah.
Landover,
Wow.
Maryland. So that's that's a little closer to home.
That's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
exactly.
Guess what it was? Guess why? Guess why though?
Mm.
Why?
Because the grandmother got her daughter doing credit card fraud.
Mm.
And she said she was going to turn her in to the po-po.
Mm.
Wow.
And she said, "Oh, you got me fucked up."
Mm.
And
I'm a grill your ass.
and then she roped her daughter into it. It's horrible. I don't know what's going
crazy.
on. Like,
that is crazy.
What would make a person do that to the one who birthed them is beyond me.
Exactly.
Well, got
crazy.
one last one for the night. All right.
Oh, God.
Say what, Indiana?
Say what?
All right. In a shocking incident that left many people stunned, an Indiana mother was recently sentenced to a year in prison for child neglect after being caught riding her bike across the city with her crying 2-month-old twins in a milk crate behind her.
Bye.
Listen, it is very sad, white people. It is very sad, but
what if that's the only transportation that she had?
But you can't put your babies in a milk crate, Mom.
What if you got to feed them said babies? You can't leave them there like she damned if she do, if she damned if she don't.
Didn't they do that back in the day? Have a milk crate on the back of the bike or in the front of the bike?
It was actually in the front.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In the back or the front of the bike. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Things change.
I remember seeing that on TV.
What? Things definitely change.
They do that in West Virginia.
Bullshit. They actually probably do.
They do that in West Virginia.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. But go ahead. I
was waiting for West Virginia to come.
For those of you that don't know, I am from West Virginia, and Chicken Man likes to exploit
In the Boondock. Across the railroad tracks.
Oh, God. Remember that road trip y'all took?
Oh, my God.
Across the railroad
day.
Oh, that is definitely a story for another day. And then I got one last story that just makes me politically nauseous.
Oh, Lord.
All right. So, did y'all hear about the woman? I'm sorry. Say what, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania?
Say what?
All right. So, a jury on Monday last Monday found in favor of former Starbucks regional director Shannon Phillips, who sued the company for wrongfully firing her, claiming she was terminated for, wait for it, being white.
What?
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, Miss Mamas. She worked at Starbucks for 13 years and managed like a shitload of stores in the area. And basically, so y'all remember that story back in, I think it was like April of 2018, where those two black kids were in the Starbucks and they got kicked out and they sued, basically, because they racially profiled them and everything, and they made them get out because they were just sitting there. Well, that it's since become like a huge story. Anyways, it like, of course, heads rolled and shit rolls downward. So she apparently got fired for being the regional manager of a store that would do that, or so it alleges. So she alleges. So basically, yeah, she she won the case, and
I don't. First of all,
she sued them.
I don't doubt that she shouldn't have won, because I mean, first of all, you can't control what your employees do. Like, it's not a slave ship. Like, people are individuals and they do dumb things according to what they want to do. You can manage somebody all day, but at the same time, that is not going to stop an employee from saying something stupid. It's not going to stop an employee from embezzling. It's not going to stop like them from making a mistake. So I think she's entitled to the lawsuit. However, you saying that because you were white, come on, girl.
I mean, she won the case. She did. I mean, at the end of the day, she got it because they were like, okay, well, she sued them for firing her for being white.
I hate that.
I guess she figured if our people can do it, they can do it.
Okay. There's a lot of stuff that we can do that you can't. Say nigga. Try it. That's what I'm saying. Say that. Try
it. And try it, and you'll be...
And get mollywop.
No, I was about to say that.
Get mollywop.
Read your shirt.
Fuck around and find out.
Walk around and find out.
Well, that wraps it up for news to make you nauseous this week. So, up next, we're talking real talk. So, in honor of Pride Month, we're having a discussion. So, about black women and how they are greeted, or women in general, how they're greeted in gay spaces. And yeah, it's a whole story that comes up with that. Up next on Real Talk, right here on WRTR Real Talk Radio. We're going to take a break.
Keeping it 100. It's Real Talk on WRTR Real Talk Radio. We keep it real.
Real as ribs and bacon right here on WRTR Real Talk Radio. So, as I said before the break, we are talking, since it's Pride Month, in honor of Pride Month. You know, I had a conversation recently with somebody, with a woman, and she was telling me how when she goes to gay clubs and everything, how women are kind of treated like dirt at gay clubs, or how they're like frowned upon, or, you know, they get like a funny looks and everything based off of, you know, how, based off of the fact that they're a woman in a gay space. Lyric, you being the woman on the show, I'd like to ask, has that been your experience?
It depends. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've experienced that.
Okay.
I've experienced that.
So it's like what, the men are in there, or what, looking at you like you crazy or something?
So not even just like the other patrons, like the people who work at these establishments come across real fucking rude, and I be having to look at them like, bitch, who the fuck is you talking to? There was one in particular recently. Girl was doing way too much, getting real snappy.
Okay.
And I didn't. That wasn't it. That wasn't it, because it took everything in me for me not to like say what I really wanted to say. I'm trying this new thing where I'm trying to like respect, hold back, but sometimes you gotta tell a motherfucker like, look, bitch.
This is true. Chicken Man, you got this confused look on your face. What's going on?
I'm trying to understand.
So basically, like, she was saying, okay, so in the conversation that I was having with her, she was saying, like, okay, so when I go to clubs and everything, because I think they were talking about going somewhere for Pride, and the woman she was like, well, I mean, y'all go because every time that I go to a gay club, men be, they throw me shade and all this other stuff, and I just be sitting there minding my business and blah, 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 and I don't understand the stigma behind that because I'm nice to everybody and blah, and she just kept going and kept going and kept going, and she was kind of asking why. Why does this happen? And I kind of had to school her a little bit.
I'll tell you why.
You said what?
Because the situation probably happened because the situation probably happened the other way around.
What do you mean?
If the gay person was to go into a straight place, they're going to be looked upon and frowned at and stuff like that too. Like, what are they doing? What are they doing up in here? That's probably why.
Well, I mean, okay, and that was sort of the point.
How would you tell?
Huh?
How would you tell, though? I'm just, playing devil's advocate.
How would you tell what?
How would you tell? I'm just, come on. Now,
how would they tell?
How would they tell what, though? How would they tell?
If you're saying that maybe because they were treated a certain way in like a more straight club, how would they tell?
Well, here's the thing. So this was the point that I gave
the reactions and the look they get from other people.
Well, the point that I was giving her, I said, hey, look, so gay people created gay clubs. They created ballroom culture. They created all these things that are happening now because they did it for them. Because when we tried, we weren't welcomed into your spaces. So, certain gay people feel a certain type of way. Some a little bit more relaxed than others. But the whole thing is, okay, we created this space because you didn't want us to be in ours. I mean, in yours. Now you're in ours. And you keep coming over and this, that, and the third. And then, and then it's also for a couple of gay men that I've spoken to, the stigma is, hey, you know what? That women come into gay clubs because they don't have to worry about being harassed and blah, 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 blah. And it's sort of like a safe space for them. And we get that. But at the same time, we don't want you here because we didn't have, we weren't welcomed in your spaces. So we had to create our own blah, 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 blah. And that's sort of like the mentality. So I get it. It's like a double-edged sword. I get it.
Right.
But at the same time, I don't necessarily agree with it.
I don't agree with it either.
Is she saying she's going by herself to these spaces?
No.
She's going...
It'll be maybe like her and her girlfriends show up and... they're all chilling at the gay bar because, it's, X, Y, and Z. It's like, okay, well, we're chilling at the gay bar because, we're safe here and blah, 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 blah. You get what I'm saying? And then gays look at it, it's like, okay, well, yeah, you're here, but it's not like we can stroll up in one of your spaces for 2 or 4 deep without people looking at us or without our lives or, whatever, safety becoming at risk.
Right.
Do you feel like that is changing with this generation, though?
It is. Actually, it is because I've witnessed a lot of things now.
I do believe a little bit because, I mean, at the end of the day, gender is becoming a fluid thing. So, it may be in some instances, it may be like, it may turn out to where, you know what, nobody really cares who goes where. And I mean, that'll be dope.
It's like it's more integrating now, I'll say.
Integrated? Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
it's more integrated now,
and people are more accepting as well. And I see like the younger generation. This generation is really speaking up and out against certain things as well, more strongly than previous.
Yeah.
This has become a no nonsense type of generation where they standing up for things that, wasn't as prevalent,
as it was before. Yeah.
Especially with social media, the power of that. And this whole mentality of I am not my ancestor.
No.
Exactly.
So trying that shit with somebody else, like we ain't having it. So I feel like it's gonna get better with time.
especially because I'm really starting to see, even like with gay artists are starting to cross over. They're not playing in just gay clubs.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing in both.
True.
You know, people are coming to see him at both.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So I don't think that's going to be a problem in a couple of years, to be honest.
And I agree, but you know, she was just very adamant. But you know what? I'm happy to have been able to have the conversation with her, because at the end of the day, I felt like we made leeway, because she was thinking it was just, oh, okay, well, gay men just hate women. And that's definitely not the case. If anything, gay men are your biggest advocates, like, as women.
Yep.
You know, we gay people tend to step up where straight niggas won't. You know what I'm saying? So your straight dude is sitting there, you know, he might not engage. Gays be like, what? You never gonna disrespect my sister. And they want to be all sassy and falling out and everything. No, I'm kidding. But, like, honestly, like, we come through. So it is what it is. So, anyways, anything to wrap it on up, Tigger Man? Okay. Yeah. I said, anything to wrap up?
We are who we are.
Okay. Oh, Jesus.
We are who we are.
Okay. QUEER. No, okay. That wraps up this week's episode of WRTR Real Talk Radio. We truly appreciate you listening to us. We got more content coming soon. Show's ever so evolving, so lots more things to come.
Absolutely.
We are happy to be back. Tell a friend who can tell a friend, and follow, subscribe, do all that, and keep up with us at WRTRradio.com. So, if there's nothing else, take a man lyric.
That wraps
it up. Y'all follow me on my Instagram at Lyric Bravado, period, per.
Okay. Take a man.
Yeah. You can follow me on Instagram at TiggerMan82. You can follow me on Twitter also at TiggerMan82.
And his OnlyFans.
Oh, I ain't ready to put that out there yet. I gotta put a little bit more content on there, and then I'm gonna get that to y'all. Y'all can follow me on there.
For what?
And pay me monthly fees, because ain't nothing free.
Okay.
You should be paying them. All right.
He said for $59.99. You can see
not $69.99.
I'm very expensive to watch.
Gross. All right, hoes. We'll holler at y'all next week.
All right.
Bye.